Caesar, almost vandalize a local almost had they call private entities, and that is more suicidal.
Yeah.
Shadow Mukokoya no Ada. Subsidiary company of Magdan, yes. Omako Lutu, Omo pumping machine. Ako HS, Akofa motorbikes, every chini worth millions of dollars. And this is what the car. No, but you see, that's the problem. No, I'm according to eyewitnesses. Almost they were censored by NDC.
That's Obi.
Straight away, I'll say yes. Stop it. The electrochem ejuma omoye ewo ho.
Yes.
Obia nim say ada any songo for ada any sege for omo ho. I've always had issues
with
electrochem.
Yes.
Whether NDC, NPP, for they have had issues with electrochem. Of course, the regime had changed, so they are taking advantage. And who to make us say, if microphone taking advantage of the change
to commit criminal acts.
And to work as NDC for aqua Obiara nim say they are dark people. Sometimes even chiefs, known chiefs have spoken. Others have spoken for. Some have spoken against. The youth, some have spoken for. Some have spoken against. Both from NPP, NDC, CPP, and across. And say, "Omo feel say now no be Gabi, Magdan Kokasai, and then Gabi ni post out the by or say Omo aman opportunity to
bite the hand that fell.
So who pick his comment and all that. Now we tie the concerns.
Videos no more videos no of electrochem adan hono any where what happened there today. Now motorbike now so way more.
Oh, almost is our motorbike selling pumping machine. So what they call inside though. Somebody go inside.
And warehouse no my boy.
So if there is a change.
NDC branch members.
How can you?
For generator now. There is some amount of background. Background
because someone taking advantage of regime change and it's not right. And then the district assembly common fund and this morning. Why are they doing that? What is that?
Yes. This is not the first time we are experiencing this. And now your platform,
yes,
young colleagues, MPs, current and former. Now, because if Parliament platform and Obi post some of these occurrences, and then he says when you throw a ball, two ball,
a side bounce back to you.
Bounce back to you. So I said, well, don't you think say ball now throw in 2017 and a bouncy back this year. But I want to promise you, say, because President Mahama promised a reset. In Yama Yeba in such a way, say, in future, in some distant future, say, Collins Musia dear or Musia or Muyi Subampa, na Ghana for you, imagine say, Ombe on doom. Now, Ombe Bioma. Sadiana is in an NCBM because of the reset agenda of President John Dramani Mahama.
How many years?
Oh, no. How many days in Ayaba?
But the reset means there should be strong. There should be strong condemnation for the air cost. I mean, electrochem data say, "Oma for generators in now."
But I won't tell you. All over. Look, yes, they will stop operations because look,
it's a private investment
under normal circumstances. Say many electrochem for crowd.
Yes.
One, knowing the circumstances, knowing say there's a petition before Parliament. Parliamentary committee was established to go into the whole deal and then to bring a report. Because the people were not satisfied with what came out of it. That report in Ukraine. So Eyasema still is in process.
Yes.
Many or more. Because even before these elections, haven't we been reporting from occurrences in Sege and then Adam. And omu invade or they use sometimes security to attack them. Ebinumu kura from where then ebinumu prepare ewo. So it is not here. It is not an incident that just occurred just because of election results. Because even before the elections, last year and now 2 years ago, ABC. Well, did we organize an election in 2023? No. 2024 election year, ABC year. So if some is happening today, so once we condemn, I'm not rationalizing, but me worry and say you sit here and suggest say a NDC for and now
they were sanctioned by NDC.
No, sanctioned by
NDC.
You see, it is this type of talk.
Kofi,
it is
and
America said no, you are not interested in condemning what he's saying that NDC. You are interested in your mouth. And then he's still repeating. No, he's still repeating. Call him to order.
Honorable Nyabotre, background to this story. There is this standoff
advantage of regime change.
There is the standoff between the company and communities for a long time.
The issue Obian was how do you see? Say Obi in concession that's happened. And normal say Obi say be local people no unless say you try to re-engage them no matter concept and I say and normal. But to extend say mutimi dispatching motors, a confirm motorbikes, a company ho, a kidnapping staff, and I do the sumo, a bow ram better say. Me nim say one toffee, we toffee no more call you. I just said near my almost a son who patomo baby and pata. And what kind of lifestyle is this? Anti changing a gun of work of fine any other. Because and Hong Kong no Kofi dear see here baba yara no so no.
NSA for
NSA dear no. And this in your branch be was so quite friend Oluwa. And now what dress it is say Osama China or China so what about you say? And now say be who dear what you will yasimu. I do around Mahaman to my katane hona what bowraho. What bowraho. And just say oh damn Crawford say get out. To me bang and now walk. Na more near you munya about transition process is still in force. BBA koso. What is your problem? I just say munkuwa na se komo di wo ya
na omonso Kofi ka se wonso betan be pontificate here. You are not being fair to the fact because it's not as if say first time BB say AC wo yema yimu any.
You see, we are getting it wrong.
Aden.
Hwe. Se otina okonso yachi. Now condemn say emre bi. BB say cause what the entire disbanded vigilantism has to do with Anyama code and ye mra entino ye gitu say ye ko ye ni it is ye nim na ye ko na say NDC for as I dey come back to all days HS revolt omonyum no and no say omo dey be called gapoha 40 ho ye adwuma omo betia ni say NDC for branch sometime adaya mun Kofi eni aso me adwuma na come there ye bedidi. How could you be saying this come there to bedidi? State agency now ma vandalize omo ko Ghana gas omo ko akoye bi. They've locked almost all the NSS regional offices NCA omo dia just like any fine. And I'm shocked say ora mahama kra kasa kro mo mfi no e do wan bi no be fi no the only language
but you also with your experience
you know what is going to come. Sankrofo who say police cry or say be on protect here no helpless there enye ye bibia ye than to protect ourselves e drew also emboa
with your experience in security matters no you know say we no so timi avenue from Kophobia omuni any relation whatsoever to the party.
Yes.
They are pure criminals.
Yes.
To take advantage and do some of these things. Indeed, when you pin everything down to NDC, you might not be fair.
Omo be vandalize here. They came with the name NDC Yaba.
So obi abitima kwese.
NDC must call them to others. Someone say yedin. But because of so omo chire no na ye omo deniti no omo yedin.
That is the name for a fact. So obi say. Name for a fact.
Na ko brother embody omo. You be sanctioned by them. Eyewitness accounts ebe nyina je say omo ba omo say NDC for Yaba e come dey. omo call a metro mass omo drew drivers munsi NDC so drivers and omo gina bush o and a car no omo taking records bus when they betray mu a no match ro. Well, I mean, what kind of lifestyle is this? NDC change baby way na nti suban tantan we na mo be den na di o man we mu na yet ho it's not right.
Nyabotre
obi ayara ho sem.
Why don't you also want to take the other narrative, say you cannot blame the NDC or hold them responsible for nkofo mo identities kra obia enim
omo identity na anything omo chire omo say ye free ha na ye buy. In fact a man you cry omo so temade happy.
Yes.
A man no kind omo say omo ye NDC for ma na so ora mahama mo hwa anye adwuma na mo ma omo ebe roro omo ho abontene
a man.
Yes, videos no abontene. The videos are there. Make me cry for wedi biama. So you see the extent omo dey ade na economy me feel say NDC are stepping in. No man call you omo to order. Ebeko akoye lawlessness. Enti no obia betimi so take on due advantage said na Kofi kase bia obi susu say there's a regime change. Yes. And so I expect NDC. So omo be sorry.
Why don't you expect the police rather to arrest?
No, you see. Police for ewo mojuma omo ye.
Law and order.
And NDC,
maintenance of law and
NDC as a
order.
party obi say dino. Eti nipa na wo say udino. Eti won kan ho hwe. On kan ho hwe. Obi aya asem na aya rahosem o. Hwehwe ekura a lot of people. In fact, private people kura no obi de ne ka kwa. Ono omotime fi o money away government there na nya government there. No obi say bizarre oh okay number plate in your government. Can you imagine what is happening? And then amoji. There ha me kura ne say omo bo mo se ekom de. Ekom do sam ye no didi anasesen. Enti na wo say ye nyina ye condemn. In fact, the way media no bia ye din o enyema ekoso no asefin. And was some sorry na condemn
one thing and the Oka private people investment no 2M Express.
Yes.
Omo terminal
was say Okama Bwaje DSC.
Was cycle.
Omo ni India for na we.
And a boy is now take over. There's a public way toilet or facility ni no oma je aboso. And as you see oma ko je say car omo ma car crane too because omo say ya ban company.
I have mem say almost the graphic if you buy some budget toilet. And this if no banner almost branch chairman who crack graphical. I just say what ya besu team or buy a mammy not the toilet as a mammy in sorry nko. Ne kuna oho na akwana koche.
No toilet and a young one. No, Debbie, me see what I'm saying is say machete is not the quiet day. And I wanted them mention no. Yeah, common sense must tell us say adwumabo at the man what you say they are political once there's a regime change you know why would you to say or say be cry and mo be maker and no ho and na ye what there mo won panifo aye yi wo mo say abre yi aso afo yi omo ba no sebi omo be take sa event to say sa nyama ni na omo be hunu say what is on the file omo be hunu sa nyama ni na it a true baby a won timi fam ran share won sem look say district assembly common fund there common fund secretariat
head omo koye ye eno say some military men and almost stormy ho workers ni kwa kobi on say no master tia no omo close omo doors no omo branta mo just omo nko it took them 4 hours no worker and it me entire what did they make civil servants at the end of the day the law is on their side eti munya abotre power ne dia baba bedi mu ho but say dia musi pere mu ho no dia in fact officer man condemn say dia we ya ya be bo hwere ma kire embrante ni bia ma wo monte ase ma mu
ma yentie Kofi yes
Obi
Kofi
aban boni Asaba FM aban so ani nyama o mo be ye yenti anything na medical ka kire wo say say wutu ball a hiti wall
I sign bounce back to you.
A bounce back to you. Look, in 2017, all true. In Yamabonia or Moye, Onukra, Honorable Collins out here, Onukra Kebi. Onukra Kebi. Nyamabonia e koso ewo omo abem no kra. At a point he spoke about it. But I'm say omuko hunu until last minute no okoka omuhu a omukọ round campaign. Enti bonia omuye anything that make us say look, ye were levels so. Ye were levels of understanding. Anything na a party ye di tumi ehye won san. Hwe wanamotuo, especially at the official level. Look, ye were men a whole senior police officer, an ASP, food soldiers, a copy, and even Jubilee House, the seat of presidency, the highest level, in the Woka factory be far away, any metro mass, Omunfan called Jubilee House.
Mom, they are called state TDC.
Adentina will feel say Trump, America. Now, Omuchini the way Omuchino. The 6th January incident in 2021. Because Odiadiano call the seat of authority. If an area seat of authority, executive, Jubilee House, and now Flagstaff House. Omudi Adiani then echo, and they just didn't do it to ordinary persons, a uniformed officer. Omudi. So you saw certain things. So you would expect some of these actions to, and say, I am condoning it. No. But I'm disappointed, say. Or no officer stock now, though he condemned it. And I respect him for that. He is one of the few very respected politicians been him. I respected him for that condemnation. But don't forget, as to say, in human psychology, we have different levels. Interpretation and the way you react to certain things are very different. Me fie omubo raho SSR me vehicles. Mukra late Kaba interview me on that incident. What he say in makwaku ra obi ni fie me retaliate. Omuko sisa those vehicles no me sika e work an no omu yiye. My side arm omu yiye ni na wo police statement. What he say makwako bwewura your friends Lord Kofi ni fie say me hwehwe me niama. What? Because I know the ways to use to get my things. Because Madam Tiwa enoka chireme. That time she was the CID boss. Say nipa oma omose omumfa vehicles and embra or no nsem no was Lord Kofi. Lord Kofi denied it then. But where they are, they say, but me throw me statement. What to say? I've reacted in. No, I haven't done it. But you may not be able to stop everybody. And only you are talking about Adani Segi. There may be NDC members in, there will be NPP members in, there will be CPP members in, but it's about a community thing. So their reaction may be wrong. But that is how they feel they will react. And this is not the first time Omo react, sir. Even when the former government was in place, that they were reacting that way. Because more reported incidents of attack on their production sites. Even warehouse, production sites, they have attacked it a number of times before. So that is why I'm talking about, say, but President Mahama has given indication of resetting a country. Look, Maya Juma 24 hours. Now Juma Wohwa. Would you say Kofi through this process? But that is a lesson for Honorable Collins Amankwa. You and I, say as politicians, to me, my Dani, party offices for a place to recruit NIPA for state agencies. And exclude all other persons. Yes, sir. As this kind of reaction will happen. So we need to be careful. Yeah, the 2 minutes share how we use the mandate is very important. But say what Daniel party headquarters as a place of recruitment, recruiting drivers to Metro Mass, doing this, doing virtually everything. Why are you so partisan? You will get these kind of responses. Say yes, so you bahasa you be juma. Almost say yanko because you NDC for now NPP constituency office. Ehona ye recruiting nipa edebaha. Ehona ye say ye debaha. So you get this kind of reaction. So it's a lesson to us as politicians. And we are watching. And nothing that America say, President Mahama has promised a reset. And the reset is not just going to be in all those other. It will include our approach to recruiting persons and putting them in places such that a better way and above board.
But if you say Modiano, armed robbers are joining Modiano now.
Well, how were the armed robbers generated?
Yes.
How were they generated?
No.
How were they? How will I know? Say, armed robbers are joining.
But Kofi, as part of the reset agenda, do you think, sir, there should be a big voice in the party and government condemning what is happening?
But voices have spoken.
No, me say big
and the police
voice.
is supposed
and
to.
by big voice,
I'm saying that.
No. So
I'm
like
saying
the
that
national
the
chairman,
voices,
the leader of the party, the president.
Voices have spoken. The president have spoken. The president, when he was president-elect, he spoke. As the police act, the police have not been stopped from performing their function. The Greater Accra region, some of the incidents is see, the regional chairman has been granting interviews and directing, say, look, you're acting in a way to stop it. The police must act. They have a mandate to protect everybody. Look, it could even be Valco incident, say, Ebinimu framing. There were workers there who didn't vote for the NPP because they know wasted, wasted, they have wasted Valco, they have made it worse, and so they didn't vote for them. They campaigned for NDC. So incident in the they were concerned, and some of them reached out to me, and I reached out to the leadership. They should respond immediately. When the chairman of the Tema constituencies, Tema East, Tema Central, Tema West, Omuba together and organized the press conference and spoke against all those things that were being attributed to the NDC.
But that would be strange because any executive member of the Tema East constituency, he admitted, say,
and I'm saying that
Onua Lidi boys,
and America say there's a difference between one person tearing off and doing what he's doing and saying that a sanctioned activity. The chairman spoke, say, Collins.
No, I think you are doing everything.
You are a politician. You have contested elections before. You know that in your constituency there are instances where one or two officers may tear off and go and do something. That
is what I want to know.
Well, I have just told you. I have just
official residence. Yes, they went there 27th, 30th, and private.
And I'm telling you, say,
private residence.
Residence are mobile. Was it official residence?
Official residence. The government can.
No, find a government car.
Okay, well, they say no, there is an investigation.
Which investigation?
No, but the police.
They have released. They have released my because they investigated all the way through and released my vehicles to me.
Vehicles were given.
And I'm saying that me fear or mobile and surprisingly, civilians were commanding soldiers around. Under MPP, it was like tacit official approval of such nonsense. At that time, civilians were controlling the military and just ordering them move here, move. That was what happened. And nothing America say, would you ababonia and nuna ubete. So let's be careful how we do things, and that is why I'm talking about the reset. The reset President Mahama promised. will involve all these areas and all these things. You better near in such a way, say, in a very distant future, say Collins and Nabio and Obenyinia Babe qualified to be candidate, and then because Nisube Utumidi be my bet and Yenya Uyinu and Yumrea or was Subampa Ewa minim, Nania Uyino had ye and can Subaya minim. And yes,
but you know it's not right.
I agree that we can condemn it. But don't say NDC and no more myself. Oh, how can you say the way? I've given you evidence. I've given you evidence of constituency chairman of one of the areas incident in ACA who spoke against it. The regional chairman have granted series of interviews. They have even put out a statement. He is giving indication, say, Omuye willing to assist the police. In effecting arrest and making sure, say, things are protected.
But what do you think, say, I'm a police now seemingly disabled to effect arrest?
What would him say? Abaya if we had disabled virtually every institution from acting, apart from acting in their favor. Demonstrators are more demonstrators say yen acting to protect our waters, you know. Under the previous administration, that was what was happening. Me can no more demonstrate youth now. We are what you say, demonstrating. They were demonstrating, say, Abayan acting to save ye now. Omura than so we have disabled them and made them turn into, I don't want to use a certain word that we have normally used for people who are trained and who are supposed to act in a way, being turned into something else. They have been turned into something. But that is why I'm saying, say, reset affect every area.
The NDC party needs reset.
The reset, not the party.
No, your party needs
the nation and the reset and affect baby. Just after the elections, when we have in Kofi some category of persons, so when you some air of freedom, or mutumi ekasa issue statement, Charles conference of heads of assistant schools kasa inumu kasa obia kasa as look some as it weight has been lifted off their heads. Pressure be another day to it's been lifted off their heads. It's been lifted off their heads.
They want favors, but
what favor? What favor? I'm saying that weight has been lifted off their heads, and now they are speaking, and I am happy for it. In Kofi, no more complaining. Say, and I'm why the other thing says democracy. I always say that's part of democracy. Because you see, kasabia yen nananuma kanu. Na wisdom be ewum. Say, you see, nyansanu eni obakun tin. So sometimes obi a oju say, mon onka nanuntum mon kasanu, nya ode beba no, wutie no wa superma, obefa abapa bia ye den efim. So we welcome all engagement. Look, reset the idea, mumpeo. Because that is what it must be: economic reset, social reset, moral reset. Every area would be reset.
Marriage reset.
Everything we will reset. We will reset you. We will reset you. We will reset you. You better reset it. You reset me, dear. Make sure say we'll come back and be bigger.
That 24-hour economy.
Be bigger. 24-hour economy. Say I say.
Anyway.